Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a planner video. Possibly, in my opinion, the most important planner video of the year because it's like back to school time. We're starting to think about fall, the holidays, and it's just like the epitome of planning season for me. So I'm so excited to show you, and I'm also so excited because I've been working since last year on creating like the definitive holiday planner for myself, but also for you if you like it. Because I love to plan all seasons and just basically constantly have something to look forward to and make life a big constant celebration. So I have my planner tailored to that so that I'm constantly like counting down and looking forward to things and just making the most of every season, whichever season it is. I mean, right now, my heart is into fall. But I'm also just really excited for the holidays and every time of year. So I hope that you'll enjoy seeing how I plan for things like that. And I'll flip the camera, take you page by page through my binder planner. Very easy DIY system if you're looking for planner piece. And let's do it. Cheers. Okay, so I want to start just by showing you the blank planner pages, and then I'll show you how I fill them out. But I feel like it's kind of easier to see exactly what I'm talking about when they're blank. So like I said, I have created this whole holiday/seasonal planner system, and I am so excited because it's just exactly what I need to plan my holidays and my seasons. So you have a feel for what I'm talking about with as far as like seasonal planning, celebratory planning, just constantly like looking towards the holidays or the season or whatever you feel excited about. So the first 3 pages are a monthly page. And if you have my other binder planner, you've seen this general layout. It's a blank month that you can fill in the dates. And this one's a little bit different because at the top, I like to set obviously what month it is, but also what I'm celebrating and what the vibe, I want the vibe to be for that month. So I'll show you again like how I fill all these out, but basically it's like whatever I'm looking forward to and how I want to feel as I'm approaching it. Because I kind of feel like the point of planning is to like feel how you want to feel prepared and planned for and taken care of, and so you can just look forward to whatever you have to look forward to. So that's the first monthly page, and then there's the second monthly page I print on the back. And this one you fill out at the beginning of the month to like look forward to the month ahead and plan forward. At the top here is a little countdown, which I'm so excited about because I love counting down. Like I love advent calendars. I love anything where you get to like check off a day. So with this, it's just balloons because you can use it for anything. Like you could be counting down to your birthday, you could be counting down to Christmas, you could be counting down to any holiday that you celebrate, or the first day of fall, or whatever it might be, the first day of school. So you get to color in a little balloon each day, and it's so fun. It's like my little moment of celebration when I do my planner. And then down here, I also just have like questions to help plan out the month ahead. And then the third page is looking back on the month. So just some reflection, journaling, like saving memories. For me, I feel a lot better when I feel like my planner is like helping me be more present in my life and like more reflective of my life. So that's why I really like to have this page too. So that's the first setup, which is the monthly. And then everything else are individual pages that you can use however you want for any occasion that you want. There's a gift planner. So like my husband just had a birthday and I use this to plan out his birthday gifts. You can use it obviously for any holiday where you give gifts. And it has sections for who's the gift for, what is the gift. Everything in here has a way to assign like a little due date, and the power of that is that you can break any big project into smaller due dates. So it just really helps because if you put like buy all the Christmas gifts on your to-do list, it's so overwhelming. But when you break it down into little things, like I want to get all my husband's gifts by December 1st, little steps like make it so much more doable. And then this also breaks it into the steps of like purchasing or making the gift, wrapping it and having it ready, and then actually delivering it or mailing it. So for me, that's how I've been planning any occasion that gives gifts. It's so helpful. There's also a wish list page, so you can fill this out yourself and like give it to somebody, like hint, 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 these are the things that I want. Or you could also give it to somebody and ask them to fill it out to give you ideas. It's just kind of a cute way to track any ideas that you have. You could also use it to plan ideas for other people. Like all year round, I have a running list of gift ideas for people in my life. Like if they say something, they drop a little hint. It's just nice to have a little wish list of things I'd love to get them if I get the chance or I can when the holiday comes around. So that's that page. We also have a stocking stuffers planner. So this is obviously specifically for a stocking, but anytime you're giving somebody like little gifts that are kind of hard to track, this can make it really helpful to have a list of like all the little individual things. And also like if you want to have a theme to it, if you know like when I'm at the dollar store I need to pick up this, this, and this, when I'm at Target I need to get this, you can just kind of separate it into a more easy to find individual little items that way. So this page obviously references Christmas, but overall this planner is designed to be able to use for any holiday. Obviously because I want to be inclusive of everyone. Like if you want to use this to plan Ramadan or any holiday that you celebrate, I would be so honored. Like I think that's so great that this planner can apply to anything. And the next page is a card planner. So like for me, I send out Christmas cards to friends and family every year. But you could also use it for any season that you like to send out cards. Like sometimes I'll send girlfriends fall themed cards, and that's just a really cute way to kind of like savor whatever current season you're in. So this is really helpful as far as planning out the little steps. Like for instance, if you do a big family holiday card, you have to take the picture, you have to design the card, you have to write the letter, you have to order the prints, you have to address all the envelopes. Like there's so many steps. So this helps you break it down into steps and put a little miniature deadline on each one, because you know I'm a big fan of that, so that you don't just get overwhelmed when it's like December and you haven't started the whole process yet, or any cards that you want to plan to send out. Then there's a meal planner page. So this is of course really helpful if you have like a big holiday meal coming up, but you could also use it for any meal that you want to just make a little more special than your average meal. So like I've used this for a date night at home with my husband. Anytime I want to like add a little extra special ambiance or anything, it helps to plan it out in advance. There's also a party planner page. This is so fun. I love a party. I love a theme. I love a birthday party. I love a holiday party. So this is huge for me to have a page where I can like easily see at a glance how I want to plan for that. And I'll even do parties that are just like me and my husband. Like I don't think a party has to have a lot of guests, but I do think it needs some like thought put into it if you want it to feel special. So that's why this page matters so much to me, because I can think about like, do I want to have a theme? Like what kind of music is going to be playing? What's the lighting like? It just kind of holds your hand through that planning stage, and then also of course has a to-do list section with little due dates, and that makes it so much more easy to navigate. Next, there's a tradition tracker. So this is huge because I personally feel like having traditions, like little, bucket lists for each season, it just makes the passing of time feel more special. Like I have this deep need to feel like I'm like savoring whatever season I'm in and getting the most out of it. And I feel like having a list of traditions makes that so much easier for me to always come back to. And then you can keep it year by year. So you're like, sometimes I'm like, what do I like to do in the fall? Like I can't quite remember. So I love having a list of traditions by season, and of course also by holiday, but especially for me just by season, like things that make it feel like fall, things that make it feel like winter or Christmas time or whatever you'd like to use this on. You could even use it around like things that are personal to you, like your anniversary. Like my husband and I, we always reread cards from our wedding on our anniversary. We always look at pictures. So I just think traditions, in whatever way you want to use them, add so much more meaning to life. And it makes life just feel so much more comforting, knowing that you can kind of count on those traditions to come around every year or every season or however often. So that's why I had to have a tradition tracker. The next page is just a seasonal planner in general. And so like I was saying, I really like to have those traditions I can count on each year, and I also really just like to live seasonally. I just think it makes life more fun when I lean into whatever season we're in. So this will really help you do that, and you could print 4 pages of this and use one for spring, summer, fall, and winter. You could also use this for less literal seasons, but things like your final year of college or something, or like when you're pregnant, like things in your life that are just like a season of time that's going to pass. And you want to be really conscious of like how you're spending that season, because it's a temporary thing and you want to kind of, you know, make the most of it and be really present for it so you can look back on it one day. I don't know, I'm always very conscious of whatever season of life I'm in. So I think that could be an interesting way to use this too, because it just helps you think about like what the tone that you want to set is for your life right now, like what traditions you want to use, activities, anything that your soul is kind of just craving that brings you comfort or joy in this time, self-care, things like that. So this page is like, I think my favorite. I just love printing one out for each season and feeling like I'm really soaking it up. Then we have a scentscape planner. This is huge for me too, because I always try to arrange like the scents in my home. I call it a scentscape. So like my entry, kitchen, living room is all open layout, so it's kind of like its own scentscape, and then my bedroom and bathroom is kind of like a separate scentscape. So I don't know if other people do this too, but if you want to start, here's a page that will help you. You kind of define the area that you're talking about and the scent that you want to have, and then the products that will bring that scent to you. So this is really, really, really fun for me because I love setting a mood in my home. So there's also a page for a doorscape. Basically, I like to add the word scape to anything. But I think of my doorscape as like the mood at my front door. So my welcome mat, my wreaths, any decor. If you have like a big old porch, you can really go to town with your doorscape. I'm in an apartment, so I make do with what I have. But this planner page is so helpful because it's broken into like seasons. So I printed a few of these, and I have like every season of the year and how I like to kind of decorate, just, you know, to make coming home feel like extra, extra special. So that's awesome. We also have a tablescape. So of course, how you set the tone at the table. This could be used for like a holiday meal, or if you just want to have like a general tablescape throughout the season. But ways to kind of set the mood and make meal times more special. I'm all about just making any aspect of your life more special. I think that's so important. Okay, another thing close to my heart are crafts. So we have a whole craft planner, and especially around the holidays, I feel like I'm always getting a bit overwhelmed with gifts I want to DIY, like things I want to make for myself and for my home, and just so many different decor projects. So this really helps me because, again, I'm all about breaking it into those like little deadlines. So I know crafts I want to do during the season or throughout the year, however you want to use that. And then I'm a big, big, big birthday person. So we have a birthday planner. You can use this for your own birthday. You can use this for a loved one's birthday, a kid's birthday, but not just kids, you know, like I think adults deserve to make our birthdays fun too. So this will really help you to set up different ideas for your birthday, like the theme, activities that you want to do, anything to make it feel special. Like it really doesn't have to be over the top. Like if you normally go to Starbucks, going to Starbucks and getting your free birthday drink with like a little intention behind it can make it feel like a more special thing. So this just helps plan out little aspects of a birthday to make them feel more special, and I just love that. And then the last page is a decor planner, so you can use this again for like any season, any holiday, maybe just if you're setting up a new space. But it helps you kind of think through each room, how you want the decor and the theme and the ambiance to feel in that room. So these are all the pages that just like change my life in the holidays. It's so helpful, and really honestly just throughout the year, because I always want to have something to look forward to, something to be excited about, and that's what this whole planner is designed to help you create. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I use those pages in my binder here, and that will give you an idea of kind of how I like to apply these ideas just to make life feel like a constant celebration, because that is the goal. Okay, so if you've followed my planner journey at all through the years, I just love to use a binder for my planner. It's the most easy to DIY, print it yourself, hole punch it and slap it in there. I can like change it for every season of life, for everything going on. I can plan with different dividers and just be prepared for whatever. So I really like to do my planning the simplest way. So I have my Milk and Honey planner cover page in the front, and then this binder is really cool because it folds all the way back. This is so important to me because I like to use both sides of the paper, and this allows you to write left-handed or right-handed. I mean, I'm right-handed, but for some people I think that would be a huge help too. So it's hard to find this style of binder for some reason. I wish they would all adopt this method, but I will link it below if I can find anything helpful like that. But this first tab is my monthly planner page. So I will show you how I'm using these exact pages. Right now it's the month of September. So I have written at the top here, September, my thing that I'm celebrating right now is just fall in general. Like my time in life is when it's summer outside, I can still get sunshine and, you know, just abundant sunshine and warm weather. But inside it is fall. Like I've got my pumpkin mug, like I am in cozy season in my heart. So that's where I'm at. And then for vibe, which again, this is just to like help you set the tone sort of whatever season you're in. So for me, it's cozy and prepared because I feel like this is my time to get prepared, to get ahead of things before life just gets perpetually a bit more hectic throughout the rest of the year. For me, that's how it always feels like it goes. Like I want to be cozy and enjoy the start to fall, the month of September, but I also want to be using this time to be prepared. So that's my little mantra. And then this planner page, you can just fill in the dates for whatever month it is. I don't know about you, but I personally use Google Calendar for my work, my meetings, plans with my husband. Like we have access to each other's calendars, plans with friends. Like Google Calendar is the nitty-gritty details of my life that's just like full of ink. It's stressful to look at. It's so much, but I need it because I can just update it on the go. Like I said, I can share it with other people. It's just like kind of the facts of our digital world. Like I use a digital calendar, but I like to have a printed calendar page that I can just kind of see at a glance and it doesn't stress me out. It doesn't overwhelm me. So the whole point of this page, I'm just using it to write down, honestly, just like fun things. Things I can look forward to, things I'm enjoying, things that feel like September, feel like the season for me. And it just kind of helps me like have a way to look at time that doesn't stress me out. So you could also use this page to write all of your appointments if you want. Sometimes I'll just use it as like just a workout tracker or just tracking a certain habit if I'm trying to like see something on paper. But that's what I love about a planner like this. Like you can change how you do it every single month, every single week. It's so liberating. So for this month, I'm using it, and probably for the rest of the year, I'm using it as like my happy place to just things I can look forward to, simple little lookout of what's going on this month. And I like that. And then the second page, like I said, is to fill out at the beginning of the month. So again, I have September. I like to kind of reiterate, this is my month of feeling cozy and prepared, help myself remember that that's how I want to feel. And for the countdown, I'm currently just counting down till October 1st. I feel like once you're in October, like it's real. Like all the fall vibes are real, all the countdown to the holidays are real. Like it's such a great month, right? So I'm just counting down till October 1st. But you can use this to count down to absolutely anything. Just count 31 days before whatever the event is. So if you were counting down to Christmas, you would start it on, I think that's November 24th. But you can do 31 days till Diwali, till Hanukkah, till anything that you celebrate. Your birthday, a loved one's birthday. I genuinely plan to use this all year round. And just like, no matter what's going on, I would like to force myself to have something 31 days out that I'm looking forward to, that I'm excited about. Even if it's something so simple, like I'm going to take myself on a picnic, or I'm going to get my coffee, but I'm going to make it extra special and treat myself to like a little morning of me time or something. Like there's always got to be something to look forward to. I really feel like that makes life much more enjoyable. So that's the countdown section. I'm just using this green highlighter right now, but I think in future months I'm going to get more color coordinated, do like orange and black, do Christmas colors. I don't do a lot of like stickers or decorative planning, as you can see, but I do enjoy a good highlighter. So these are the Mild Liner brand, and they have like nice mild pastel colors. Okay, the next section here is a little seasonal bucket list. So these are things that I specifically want to do this month to set the tone for September. And then I have these questions that kind of help with looking forward to the month ahead and just mentally preparing. So what will self-care look like for right now? How do I want to feel in this season? I think that's really important because otherwise, I mean, I've had years where the holidays just like blew past me like a freight train, and I just felt flustered and stressed and chaotic the whole time, and like that's not the vibe. Like that's not what I'm not writing flustered, stressed, and chaotic. So this is my chance to kind of be purposeful and intentional. Like, even though life does feel a little more hectic in these months, I personally want to feel calm and prepared. So that's really helpful. And then the next question is like, what do I need to think in order to feel that way? So basically a mantra. And I'm learning that mantras and affirmations really do work, y'all. Like they're so, so helpful. So it's just kind of like a default thought that I can kind of train my brain to fall back on whatever thought I tell it to fall back on. And on those stressful, hectic, chaotic years, a lot of times I kind of accidentally programmed my brain to be like, I'm so stressed, I can't do it all, I'm not going to get it all done. And I would just rather choose more positive thoughts, like no matter what is going on in my life. Sometimes it's easier than others, but 2 of them that I wrote down for this month are just simply like, I've got this. Like no matter how stressful it is, I got this. And I deserve to relax and savor life, because sometimes it feels indulgent to just relax in the evening. But I'm trying to be better about like dimming the lights, putting on my candle, and just guilt-free relaxation after 8 p.m. You know, like we don't have to push every second that we're awake. And then also a little spot for talking about what you're looking forward to specifically this month. And then this page I'll fill out at the end of the month, looking back on it. So that's just like a really nice way to have my month at a glance. A couple things I forgot to mention. These pink dividers I used to have in my shop, but they're sold out right now. They're just plain paper pink dividers. The pen that I use, I always use felt tip pens. I just love like a bold, easy to read lettering. And these are just the Papermate Flare brand. I feel like that's like the most classic for me. I like a more thick tip too, not like a fine point. Okay, I'm going to show you this holiday tab of my binder. Like I said, the thing I love about a binder is I can change each tab depending on whatever's going on. So from about this time of year to the end of the year, I have a holiday tab, because for me, like my main holidays are, well, fall in general, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. So like this is my time to really plan for holiday stuff. So it has its own tab. All those pages that I already showed you are in here. And I have this birthday page left from my husband's birthday that just happened. We had a really fun time. I always try to make his birthday extra special because just selfishly, like his birthday is my favorite holiday. I love that he was born. So it's so fun to celebrate, and he indulges me in indulging him. So this was just like some little tasks I wanted to make sure I got done. And I wanted to get it done before his birthday so that I could relax and enjoy my favorite holiday. So the only thing I had to do on his actual birthday was decorate his cake. Like I did all the other steps in advance. And so we could both just relax and enjoy on the actual birthday. And I also used the gift planner page to plan out all the gifts for him. I made most of these and just kind of cobbled together some things I've been squirreling away for him. But I like to have like a lot of things to unwrap. Like when I was a kid, we did not have much money, and my mom would go to the dollar store and get 20 gifts for me with a $20 budget, instead of buying like one $20 item, or like my friends would get a bunch of $20 items. But I felt so special because I had like 20 things to unwrap, and they were all just like little dollar store toys, but it made it feel special. It made it feel like a big ceremony when I saw all the gifts. So I like to wrap even like really simple individual little items and just make it kind of a spectacle. Make birthdays fun that way. Then I have my card planner. So I think I mentioned I send out Christmas cards each year. And this just really helps me break it down into the tasks, because ideally I would like to send out my cards by December 1st. Ideally I'd like to do all of my holiday prep by December 1st so that I can truly relax and enjoy that whole month. But also, especially with cards, I just want people to like receive the card. I don't know. I like to put cards on my like refrigerator and save all the cards that come to me. So in case anybody else wants to have my card, I like to try to get them out early. And these are like all the little steps, and I haven't really figured out like what our theme or our plan or anything is, but I just have a basis now. So as ideas start to come to me over the next couple months, I have this page I can come back to and be like, Oh, good idea for the picture. Write that down. Or just like the overall theme or any ideas or inspiration that comes. I have a place for it. I have a home. I have a place that my thoughts can go live on this subject. And that way my brain isn't just like swimming with all of this information and planning. It's like specifically got a place to put ideas. So the next page is the meal planner, and the next meal that I'll probably want to use this for is Thanksgiving. So I haven't started thinking too much about that yet in September. But again, it's just great to know in my brain, like I have a page for this. It's okay. Like when I start thinking, which I inevitably will pretty soon, about like what I want to have for Thanksgiving, I can come flesh out those ideas here and break it down into tasks. Like I like to buy the groceries in advance, anything shelf stable, like as far in advance as possible. And then I also like to make dishes in advance and like freeze them. So this page will help me wrangle like any menus that I need to make for the holidays. So I'll use it for Christmas breakfast, Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner, every kind of like special occasion meal that I can think of. And then the next page I have a party planner. So the next party that I'm thinking about is like a little Halloween get together. So I don't know all the details yet as far as like time and date, but this again just gave me a place to start brainstorming it. Like I know I want to do like a little movie night, and I can come back to this page and think about just little details that would make it fun for me and my guests, and just have it again like something I can look forward to through my planner. Then the next page is for traditions, and I want to print out 3 more of these and do each season because this is huge to me. Like I live by my traditions. They make my life feels so much more special. But just jotting down like my top traditions for fall here. I have our pumpkin patch date, carving jack-o'-lanterns, just little things I look forward to every single year. And now that I have this list, I can look at the calendar and start figuring out like what date to plan for each item. And that way it's not like the day before Halloween and I realize we didn't go to the pumpkin patch yet. So I can think ahead on all these little things and then check them off once they've been celebrated for this year. On this next page, I have the seasonal planner. So I also need to fill this out for the other 3 seasons. But I went ahead and filled it out for fall. And this is just kind of like the things I associate most strongly with fall. I literally had a year go by where I realized at the end of the season, like I never lit my pumpkin candle. And I was so sad. So this page just kind of helps me think in advance, like what is special to me personally about this season, and have those things top of mind so I can plan for them, I can incorporate them into my daily life, and I can like savor them and just make this season a little more special that way. So that's the seasonal page. This is the Scentscape page. I am in love with this because I've been doing little scentscapes around my home for years, but I never really had a good way to track it. So this is life-changing for me personally. And I'm going to print out more of these as well, but it's set up where you can do 2 scentscapes per page. So like for this page, I have a September scentscape and I have an October scentscape because fall scents are just so fantastic that I need more than one. Like I need a couple different scentscapes. So for September, I'm doing like an apple scented scentscape, and for October, full pumpkin everything. I'm so excited. And that just makes it kind of fun. I can look forward to, and I can plan out which items I want to make sure I have, check them off once I have procured them. So like I already know I have my October scentscape lined up. Everything is already ready to go. And I can kind of be thinking ahead that way. The next page, we have the Doorscape planner. So I have 2 different ones for fall yet again, because I think fall is such a glorious season, and also Christmas, and I do different doorscapes all throughout the year, like spring and summer too, so I'll probably need to print more of that page. I think I forgot to mention so far that I print these on just pink printer paper. It's just regular printer paper but pink colored, and it makes everything more fun for me personally. But it's just you can print this on white. It's just plain, black template. Okay, this page is for a tablescape, which I haven't gotten to thinking in that detail yet. But like for instance, last year for Thanksgiving, I did an all white tablescape. So I had white tablecloth, white linens, white candles, white pumpkins, white everything. So I can use this to start thinking about that for especially Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's when I'll mostly use this. I could have used this for Nate's birthday too though, because I did a whole baseball theme for that, and that was really cute. I would also just use it for a Friday night dinner. Like I love a tablescape. Then we have the craft planner. So I've filled it out with some crafts I know I'm working on this year. I also need to fill in like gifts that I know I want to make this year. But again, just super helpful to break up little deadlines so that I don't, like for instance, I want to make Christmas stockings this year. And I was going to write Christmas as the deadline, but like I want to enjoy our Christmas stockings early. So I need to make sure and plan to be doing those stockings like now so I can put them up with the Christmas decorations and enjoy them all throughout December. And there's a decor planner page. So I used this to plan out my fall decorating, which I've already done and I'm already loving. And it's like, I don't know, I think relatively simple, but I just kind of divide it by the area of my house and like what the general tone is, like pink and orange in the living room, orange in the entryway, and like the items that specifically go with that. And then there's a column for purchasing / locating. So a lot of times I need to like just find this item in my storage or get something new for the year. And then the other column is for checking off once it's like been put out into place. So I'm very happy to have that page checked off. Feels so good. And then I just have a couple things I haven't filled out yet, like a wish list. I love this page because I personally think that us planner babes tend to put ourselves last, and I don't know about you, but I've had plenty of Christmases where I didn't personally really receive gifts and I'm sure moms can identify with that. And I don't know, I feel like most of us can just recognize that we put a lot of effort into planning for others sometimes and not ourselves. So I think we should all challenge ourselves to fill out this page with your own wishes, even if it's not practical that anybody would have the budget or choose to get you anything off this list. Maybe you can treat yourself to something. Maybe you can just manifest something. I don't know. I think it's fun to just daydream and remember to put ourselves into these plans too. So wish list page is important. I need to fill that out. And I am not anywhere near as far as stocking stuffers. I have some blank extra pages here too with the gifts and next birthday I need to plan. But that is the whole holiday section. And then just to kind of do an overview while we're in the binder planner, the other tabs I have right now are goals for like resolutions and monthly goals. I have crafts for patterns and things for those individual crafts I'm working on, because I just like having my hobbies in here. Like it makes it more fun to me. So I also have beauty. That's where I plan things out. Like I have this spa night planner, which is also in my shop. But I like to plan out a couple of spa nights for myself, especially talking about the seasons and the holidays, like a pumpkin one, a Christmas one, stuff like that. Then I have the work section, not as fun, but I like to take actual physical notes on meetings and like break projects into little, again, miniature deadlines. And then the last section is just paper. And I have these star stickers that have been making me feel very accomplished when I give myself a star, so I recommend that. And that is it for the whole binder tour. I hope it was fun to see the holiday pages in action. They are changing my life this season and every season, so I'm really excited to share those with you guys. And I just hope that you feel very celebratory when you do your planning. I hope you enjoyed this little plan with me, this little tour through how I use a binder to sort out my entire life. And I hope also maybe those planner pages resonated with you. If they did, feel free to scoop them up. I would be honored to be planner besties and share everything about how we plan for this season, for every holiday, just to make life feel like that continual celebration. Because that's definitely what I would wish for you, and just hope that your life can be full of always finding something to be excited about, even in the hard times, because I know the hard times can kind of get in the way of our joy, but when we plan for it, in my experience, it does help. So I'm just wishing you the absolute best for this season and all the seasons to come. And thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. So hit subscribe and stick around for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.